your commissioner. Just wanted to comment, we've had 4 weeks go by, a quarter of the season. So far we've seen some surprising things. We have one undefeated team, the Scorpions, very impressive. We have, every team has a win. No one is alpha. Very happy with that. I think the competition is very good, especially in the Central. Huge competition in the Central. Glad to see it. The reason I'm here before you, I've yet to address the league in this manner, live via satellite. Two issues. We'll start with, we'll get the crap out of the way first. 5 teams have yet to pay the entry fee. It's not fair to the people who have paid. We need to get that money in. We're going on October. I shouldn't have to remind these teams. Deadline, October 31st. And what am I going to do? I'm not going to lock you out if you don't pay. I'm not going to threaten you with that. Or, and I'm not going to say what teams owe the money. I'm not even going to go that route. Next year is our 10th year. Now, what I was hoping for was to up the ante to $100, especially for the 10th anniversary. We have done that before. Up the ante, make it very interesting. Maybe give out a couple prizes, maybe second place, maybe a Chelsea Bowl prize. Instead, based on every year the same old shit happening, next year, if I don't get all the money by the 31st, the entry fee is going to be $10. Everyone come up with $10. And I don't care if someone takes forever to pay $10. That's $10. So what that means for the rest of the league, 12 teams, $10 each. You're looking at no prize money. You're looking at that to cover the cost of the league and the cost of the trophy. With no prize money, we've also done that before. So was hoping to go up to 100 or at least stay at 50, but that's going to depend on you. We could go back to the days of playing for pride, which is fine by me. Don't get me wrong. This isn't a threat. Doesn't matter to me. So we'll figure that out. We'll go from there. The other thing we want to talk about is how ties get broken in the division. You can look at it under rules. What is it? Under league home, I don't know, but look under rules. The first screen that comes up, I believe, has your scoring and your divisional tiebreakers. This is how it works. It goes down in the line. Obviously, you're tied. You have the same record. The first tiebreaker, or number 2, after you have the same record, is head-to-head. This only exists for 2 teams. You understand? We've done this all along. 2 teams. If there's a 3-way tie, you skip that head-to-head. Then it goes down a divisional record. Now, one of 2 things can happen here. And I'll give you an example. Right now in the East, you have the Hitmen, Sharks, and Wolfpack all tied at 1-3. There's a 3-way tie, so that first head-to-head doesn't apply. The next, you go down. Now you look at division win percentage. You see the Sharks and the Wolfpack each are 1-1, and the Hitmen is 0-2. Hitmen drops off. Now the tie is just right now between the Sharks and the Wolfpack. You go down. Now this is the new thing, and I like it because it just listen. After the divisional percentage, the next tiebreaker is points. This is another 2 teams only, points against each other. So now there's only two teams still, Sharks and Wolfpack. You look at the points scored against each other. Wolfpack had more. Obviously, they had the win over the Sharks this past week. They had more points scored, so therefore they're ranked ahead. So that's how it's broken down. And then the last tiebreaker, if all else fails, is just points for the season. Now, where that would come in is if, let's say, it's the end of the season, or let's say it's right now, and the Sharks, Wolfpack, Hitmen, they're all tied, 3-way tie. The Sharks, Wolfpack, and Hitmen all have a 1-1 divisional record. Now that points against each other, that 2-team tiebreaker now gets skipped and it goes to points, and the highest of those 3 teams, the highest points, would go ahead and be in the top spot. So that's the way it's broken down. It's advantageous if you have a three-way tie in a division. It's the end of the year, and let's say again the Wolfpack, Sharks, and Hitmen are in that tie, and you have everyone's got a 3-3 division record. And let's say the Hitmen has a 2-4 division record. Now the Wolfpack swept the Sharks. They're 2-0, and but it goes to a three-way tie, so that head-to-head things get skipped. That head-to-head, that number 2 tiebreaker gets skipped and goes down to divisional percentage. The divisional percentage gets looked at. Hitman gets dropped off. Now there's a two-way tie, and the next tiebreaker is that points against 2 teams. Of course, the Wolfpack is going to have more points because they swept them. So it's a way for that team that swept them, because you can't go back up the chart. You can't go down divisional and then go back up to head-to-head and say, well, it's a way for the people that sweep not to get screwed because it's a three-way tie. Now, let's say the three-way tie goes through again and everyone has the same divisional record, then yeah, that points will get broken down. It will be looked at just the whole total points. I know it sounds confusing. Just trust me, it's a good way. It's a good way to be done. If anyone has any questions, I'll have no problem discussing it one-on-one with them, or even posting a note or a video for everyone to notice. I'm trying to explain it the best I can. It's a little complicated, but just know this: when there's ties, you go down the list and you look at, and you break a tie, and you break it, and if you can't do it, if there's 3 teams in the tie, you skip that one that only is a head-to-head, and you just go down and you break the tie down in order till the tie is broken. It's very easy. And that list can be found under rules. So those are the 2 things I wanted to talk to you about. I hope everyone's enjoying the season. Let's get that money in. I like playing for a little money. I never win the fucking money, but I like playing for it. I like trying for it, you know. But maybe we're gonna go down a different road. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. I like the competition. I'm not gonna destroy the integrity of this game by locking anyone down or threaten to. However, I do expect the money in by Halloween. Now you're going 2 months into the season without it being here. It's not fair to the people that paid early and pay on time. And it's different people every year that are late. It's not the same people over and over. It's always someone different. And so, you know, someone gets the money early, someone runs late, and that's fine. You know, I'm not hopping on any person. We need to get it in. Let's get it in. Let's keep it playing for some money here. Any questions with the rules, I'd love to go over it again or one-on-one with someone. Looking forward to this week's show with the rattlesnake. I think it'll be interesting. Thank you for your time. This is your commissioner signing off.